A very good morning. It's 2:19 a.m. So I don't know how many of you are awake right now, but when I was in my school or in my college, I used to study at night. So this is an announcement to share with you the news that I have started my own coaching classes, private coaching classes, and I have named it as Brahmastra or the master weapon, which means the final touch. So there's a purpose or a perspective behind naming the class that way, or the way I have named it. It's because I am teaching class 9 and 10. And by ninth or 10th, you are already very much prepared for going out in the world with flying colors, becoming the next generation leaders, doctors, engineers, or whatever your dreams might be. Giving you a little bit about my background. I am a senior scientist of Indian intelligence and defense, the Indian Army, and then comes my results. It is I have I'm a 54th rank holder in the AICET or All India Common Entrance Test that is held for entry into my university. That's D.Y. Patil University, Pune. And after that, it's 54th in some lakhs of students, like 30, 40, 50 lakhs of students. Um, Post that, I'm a gold medalist, postgraduate engineer, and then I'm a senior scientist of intelligence and defense. I do own 5 to 6 researchers, or not researchers, but research work, yeah, and I don't have to take patent for them because I am not borrowing it from somebody else, in which I have to beg and I have to take patent of it. I have invented these researchers. I have done it on my own, and hence I own it. So my work is not dependent on taking patent or borrowing it or buying it from someone else. Okay, so having said that, I have a GPA of 8. That's 80% distinction or star marks in the university, and I do have a gold medal in both music and engineering. It's a distinction or a star mark. Um, so I would like to say that this score of mine is makes me a topper in the Western Zone. Western Zone means uh, the western side of India, and if looked upon from Europe, it is the eastern side, but Western India. So I'm keeping in mind Indian parameter, or Indian the current Indian map, political map, as per the boundary while defining my parameters. So I am a topper in the Western zone, that is Western India. And going back to my schooling, I am a Carmelite. That is, I have done my schooling from Apostolic Carmel, and I have topped my boards there as well. So I am topper in the Eastern Zone as well. So till date, nobody has been able to break that record, and I'm really hoping that one of you will definitely aim to break that record, and if not break it, but definitely be at par or even 1 mark lower than what I have achieved. My result in 10th is 85%, which is a zonal topper in amongst the all the boards in the Eastern Zone. That's CBSC, ICSC, and then combined. Uh, the state boards, of course, English medium, and of course, regional languages as well. Um, Besides that, um, I would say when looked upon from Europe, the entire India is the Eastern world. Okay, and the European section is the Western world. I come from an European legacy. I'm an Indian, and South Africans are not Indians. So if anybody has this notion that South Africans are Indians, no, South Africans are not Indians. So yeah, and that is what I would say, that in order to be at the top, you need to be very good in language and communication. I would say English is very, very important in order for you to succeed or be at the zenith. Because if you do not know the language well, if you cannot communicate or express what you want or what you're aiming for, if you do not sound promising when you speak, then nobody's going to go there, or nobody is going to collaborate with you, or nobody is going to believe in you. So I do not believe in the fact when people say that English is a mere language and not knowledge. There is no knowledge without language. Language is knowledge. If you do not know English, you don't have knowledge. Bottom line. And as we all know, that English is the official language. English and Hindi is the official language of the subcontinent. I'm taking my speech a little slow and taking it in a little bit and speaking with a little bit of pauses so that you understand. I sound a little congenial and friendly, and I do not look or sound very intimidating in terms of my flow. Otherwise, I'm a proficient speaker. My first language or my mother language is native, and this is my speed. If you want me to go in this speed, I will, but I do know the needs of people. Students, they would like a little bit of slow down or a pause when the teacher or the mentor is speaking, so that the things get into their head and they never forget it, and it's very crystal clear in that regard. Okay, so yeah, I would say that this is the point, and my result till date, nobody has been able to surpass me in Eastern India or in Western India. In North also, I have a first division in pure science. That's physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology. And I also appeared for my boards from two different places actually. That was a special permission. I did my physics, chemistry, mathematics as mathematics and biology. In one school, I took PCB, and in one school, I took PCM. So in physics, chemistry, and biology, that was my medical science. I especially took biology as the main subject in plus one and plus two, while I was doing my completing my schooling from West Bengal, so that I could appear for WBJEE, West Bengal Joint Entrance Examination, that's medicine, and I scored a rank of 300. And I also, and then I realized that simultaneously, I have to do a pure science stream as well, so that I can prove my focus on pure science, which is purely engineering. And I appeared for my engineering on based on the results of pure science, that was from Madhya Pradesh, which in which I kept my subjects as physics, chemistry, and mathematics, biology as optional. So it was just an opposite of what I did in West Bengal board. In West Bengal board, I kept mathematics as optional, while in North India, I kept my biology as optional. So it was pure science. And there also I scored a first division, which is very rare to achieve. So based on that, that is required to meet the particular criteria of your examination, to appear in the examination or in the entrance examination of the top-notch universities that you have aimed for, the engineering institutes especially. And for in order to do that, you need to be very, very fluent and proficient in your ninth and 10th. So yeah, if you do very good in your 10th, in your boards, if you top, then nobody's able to stop you in your 11th and 12th and a lifelong, or or till the end of your breath, and even after that. So yeah, that is what is my result. A senior scientist of Indian intelligence. I'll bridge it up. I'll abridge it, or I'll summarize my achievements a little bit in a nutshell. It cannot be brought down to a dictionary of words, but yeah, I can definitely put it up for you in a paragraph, maybe, or a few words more. So, I am a senior scientist of Indian intelligence and defense, the Indian Armed Force. Then I am a topper and a university rank holder, an achiever or a topper amongst in the Western India. Um, a topper from 10th boards amongst ICSE, CBSE with a score of 85%, my engineering score being 8, GP of 8, that's 80%, 85 to 90%. Yeah, that's in engineering. People don't pass engineering, and in that place, I have topped engineering. So, what I would say is, I am looking for those students who will be promising enough to change the world, because people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who actually do it. So, yeah, I'm looking for those insane or cranky or mad people who do not give up, who aim for goals, who aim for targets, and who aim to be in the 1% club. Because it is not the 99% who run the world; it's always the 1% who run the world. Okay, yeah, people who see a discrepancy in the fact that when Indians are called a race amongst the South Africans, they are a part of the, they are not South Africans. So it's not, I want those people who are independent. I want those teenagers who are independent, who can take decisions regarding their own body. Because there will be a Zoom meeting. When you click the link, everything will be in the description. There's the link to the Google Classroom meeting as well. So if you click on that, you will have to meet me, discuss your aspirations, goals, and where you want to be. And based on that, I will be letting you in. The payments will be online. And yes, since it is an extra support besides school level, like besides beyond your school hours, it's an extra support, the things that the schools are not able to meet, because there are a number of students, 60 students per batch, and it's absolutely not important to cater to the questions or ambiguities of one student. And it's always one student, or a handful of, or 3 to 5, or top 10 students who will be leading this world, who will be topping the university. Rest are just there for, the this thing, the show. That's what happens. That's what my practical experience is. But in top notch schools or universities like Mount Carmel, you do not, everybody is so it's a cutthroat competition over there. Yeah, so that's what I would like to tell you. It's that you will have to tell me your goals and aspirations, where you want to be, and I will only accept candidates who want to be at the top, at the zenith. I do not want people who have aspirations like, oh, I just want to pass and the exam. I just want to score a 40% or 45% or lagbhag, that's a Hindi term, or I just want to be there more or less. No, I don't want students like that. I want candidates or professionals who would like to be at the top, and not at the marginalized, or not at the margin, or not at the position where they can be pushed to the brink. Okay, I do not want candidates like that, who just want to live, who just want to exist and not live their life. Yeah, so that is what you will have to manage the fees, and talk to your parents and get the fees. So this is what, whether you want to be entrepreneurs, whether you want to be scientists, whether you want to be in the Indian Army, whether you want to be in the boardroom, everything. And also, I would like to say that, in order to, I very much appreciate students who take a lot of interest in English and want to be very fluent in the subject, because I am very fond of the language. It's my native language, my first language, and not because it's my mother tongue or my first language, but I really believe that it is the most beautiful and the simplest language present in the universe and beyond, that can help you express yourself so diligently and with so much ease, and in a very, very simple way. And I absolutely do not, I have already said, and I repeat myself, I absolutely do not believe, and it is not true, when somebody says that English is not knowledge, it's a language. Because if there is no language, there is no knowledge, and you have to learn English in order to be at the top. There is no matter how good you look, or whatever you are, if there's no looks, there is nothing if you do not ace the language. That's it. There is no further description or analysis to this. It's just that you have to do it, because if you don't know English, you don't know anything. Okay, you have to be top notch in the language. And this is the reason we can focus, we can throw some light on the UK, or the United Kingdom, which claims that English is the language which they own or they created. Well, that's bullshit. Well, I can say that they are so incompetent, and their culture is so substandard, in which a woman is always kept at the background, or is asked to be at a backlog position, or asked to be behind somebody, behind men, chasing men, like a beggar, in which women are made to beg. I think that is a substandard culture, and they have faced their fate and karma, in which they have been fired, or they have been thrown out of the European Trade Union, which clearly shouts that you are outdated, and your things and your strategies, or your methodologies, or especially your ideologies don't work. Right? You cannot be dumb, incompetent, and lame, and keep your not just your, but think that men will be ahead of everything, and you looked upon down upon sorry you look down upon the masculine gender, think they're abnormals, and that's not racism. That's just sheer stupidity, in where you think that you are not supposed to grow together with somebody, but you are always it's not that men are inferior, but it is just that a woman places herself in a position where she is supposed to bully or harass men, and harass any woman who is making progress, or who is in power. You just chase, or sexually harass, or mentally harass that woman, trying to be known as a woman. That is the concept of womanhood that they have always tried to propagate, that a woman is somebody who harasses men, does not who is very disrespectful, who's aggressive, who's mad, who's not in her senses. That is the kind of woman. You cannot glorify terrorism. You cannot say that, oh, this is a terrorist, and and that is the concept of womanhood. Every woman, gentle women, or women like me, we do not have genetics like that, in which we will keep chasing a man. I would rather be ahead of a man, or rather be ahead of men. Why to chase men, and why stay behind them? I mean, you are blocking my view. I don't like people blocking my view. I want to be ahead of everybody. And every woman wants this. Only the women born in the massive weirdos, or I don't know, they call them witches. And I think they are right, because they are so self destructive and so abnormal, in their thought process or in their activity, that they cannot relate to any other woman. I don't know what is the problem with their women, that they always want to be, they're so ashamed to call themselves women, or identify themselves as women, or identify themselves at all, that they are behind everybody. That is what is the fact. They want to stay behind everybody, behind they want to run behind everybody. I don't know what is the reason of the depression, or what is the reason of not being able to deliver the best. I think it's a very, very non-scientific, and a very weird situation, in where a woman is a creator, a woman reproduces, a woman is everything, she does everything, she runs the world. And in a culture like that, in a world, in a woman dominated world, women are always behind men. She is ashamed to represent herself. I think that is a very weird situation, and I have no you know surprise, or it doesn't surprise me at all, when in a country like that, United Kingdom always chooses the wrong leaders. They are the most aggressive, the most abusive, and only they think that their strategies or their harassment works. But let me tell you that I am not scared of the United Kingdom, and that is the reason I am at the top. I'm not scared of their ideologies. I'm not scared of their threats. I will, if I see, uh, you know, um If I'm in the UK and somebody is coming and trying to get into my head or tell me things that I don't abide by, I will break your face. I have done it. I have been to the UK. I have broken several faces, and I will do it again if required. Nobody comes and tells me who I am, because I'm faster than a bullet and a gun. They are extremely non scientific. You don't show me your guns. Okay, you do not show me your guns. Before your hand or your finger goes to the trigger or the rifle, I'll break your fucking face and you lie dead right there. You will not be able to stand up on your feet. Guns come when you have intelligence. So, keeping in mind India, or moving into the future, if I see, I would, if India is kept at the epitome of power, I would say that. And if you follow the Indian perspective, then the Eastern world is the Europeans, and everybody is, India is considering everybody as 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 the east, which brings in Bengal and Bihar and Odisha, and everybody as the west, which comprise Gujarat and uh, um, Gujarat and Maharashtra, and several other uh, states as the western India, as the west. But Europe is like, India is considering Europe as in the east, and this side as in the west, which will be like Pakistan and stuff like that. If it's the left and it's the right, but that becomes a little complicated. So we cannot be so mentally unstable and state that this is east, this is west. So we need to switch to a bigger perspective, that is the UN, or the United Nation, in which India is the Eastern world and Europe is the Western world. So yeah, if you do good in your boards, or if you top your boards from India, for example, which as we can see, as since I'm in India, so I am leading to the I'm contributing to the growth, or India coming to the epitome of power. So what I have done is, if since I have topped the boards, suppose for example, if you top the boards, okay, and you're from the Eastern India, you will be you will be a topper, not just in India but among the entire Eastern world. Okay, India, the Eastern world, with India considers at the east, as the east. So since that is the map. Okay, so this is the Indian map. Just let's visualize it. This is the Indian map, and here we have, on this side we have the US and the European dominion and everything, and this side we have the Western world. We have Pakistan and Afghanistan and Kabul and stuff, and then we have the center, that is the Middle East. So Middle East is not really the Middle East, it can be considered as, because Middle East is termed in terms of Indian subcontinent, but India is not the only continent, subcontinent, or the country in this world. There are several other countries as well. And yeah, so that is what is the factor. We cannot this is a problem of the South Africans dying to call themselves Indians, and becoming the next Adolf Hitler. They have a problem. The problem is that they're very needy, greedy people, and it's a shame for the South Africans or the Negroes hiding in India, the black community, who, I am not saying that every black person is bad. Some black people are really good. They have been very good to me, and I have very good experiences with them. But I would say that majority of the tribals or indigenous people in India, in every state, they have created a situation in which there is chaos, there is bloodshed, there is political turmoil, and it's a political war zone. So this is not my India. This is not our India. This is not the India of the Indians. This is a complete defamatory act of people of South Africa, who have come into the system, got into the system, and is trying to defame our country. India is not known for bloodshed or anger or wars. India is known for prosperity, for success. For example, companies, for business, for massive educational institutes, for breakthrough, for miracles, young achievers. For example, I am a chief executive officer and a corporate head. So I have achieved this at the position at the tender age of 25, and I started my business at the age of 9. Right. So India is known for these exceptional abilities. India is known for wonders. India is not known for Negroes or Jhansi Ki Rani, Lakshmi Bai, a mad woman or a Negro woman who lost her mind and started fighting and pulled everybody into her fight. Nobody wants to be a part of that fight. We were okay with Britishers coming here and doing business. She's the one who started the war because she wanted to play Hitler. And also in history, she is known as, and she has brought down the standard of men. She has made a mazak or a joke of men, where because some Britisher, some viceroy, or somebody from the British force, soldier or army, went and wrote in his notebook or in his diary, "Khub ladi mardani." Why is it mardani? You can see that their misogyny reflecting in their lines. It is completely their bullshit that they threw upon this woman, and everybody is suffering till date. So her activities is not मर्दानी, her activities are lunatic. वो एक पगली थी, वो एक पागल औरत थी. She was crazy, she was cranky, she was a desperate indigenous or a tribal woman who wanted to get global domination or replace Adolf Hitler. And a burst, in order to be a dictator also you need to have very high quality of very good caliber. She was a very inferior quality woman, defaming not just men but women as well. She had no talent, only unnecessary aggression and a chaotic mind and a chaotic attitude. And I don't think that the Marathi community needs any more exposure into the world, because it has already done so much damage to the world by putting women in a position where they do not fight with their mind or do not live with their mind, we do not get an opportunity to thrive, but they only are masculine and they keep fighting, and they all they have to do is just be a boxer or a wrestler, or or fight the shit out of everybody. And you have to keep provoking her. That is their responsibility. I don't think that we need to live this concept of womanhood, because it's supremely disgusting. I do understand that powerful women are very attractive, very gorgeous. I am a powerful woman. I have a lot of aggression. I am very dynamic. I'm a very, very good dictator. It is true. But I'm absolutely, do not compare me with that mad woman, Jhansi Ki Rani, because if she had any caliber, then the Marathi community would have been a very glorified community, but it's not. It's a jokey community. People laugh on that community, and I also do laugh on that community. It has no brain. I am from DY Patil University, and DY Patils are not Marathis, they are Hindus. Marathis are indigenous people, and I am not a tribal. I am not Adivasi. I am not a caveman or a cave woman in that regard. Yeah, these people have barged in through malicious ways into several domains. For example, the privately funded security force at the airports of India, that is CISF. Then you have the substandard system, the judicial system, which surely does need to get dissolved, because it is of no use when you have powerful, strong women who can defend themselves. You don't need people to come and defend you, because women are not abnormals. Okay, women are not an inferior race that we have to be called a man in order to be glorified. मुझे मैं इतना कुछ, like what I do so much, and at the end of the day I get called a man. I don't think that is justice to my existence. I'm doing this to come out as a woman, as a powerful woman, not as a man. And It's not like, oh, I'm not pretty enough, that is the reason. No, absolutely not. They have a a terrible problem of crossing boundaries and accommodating men. I think the Britishers do not have enough space to accommodate their men, and it's they are spares, not heirs, so they try to anyhow disturb women, powerful women, or women making progress or functioning, or they try to disturb the functioning of the world via their males, who are so lame, and they don't have any job, and in the no purpose, no job, no attention, positive attention, of course, nothing. And they just try to, I don't think their men have any existence. So that is the reason the British culture is very substandard, and it is absolutely not a woman's job to be caring and nice and be a mother to the whole world. Mothering is not a woman's job, it's a paid profession, it's called caregiving. Okay, so yeah, if you are somebody who does not uh, you know, know to take decisions regarding his or her own body, and you think that you are somebody who would want love and care, please don't barge into institutes or high productive environments or cutthroat competitions in competitive environment like DY Patil, or IIT, or top notch, or Mount Carmel, or top notch engineering institutes, or yeah, in that regard. I am an engineer. I will obviously advocate for engineering, but you can, of course, I am also a very good doctor. I have not studied medicine, but I have had a rank of 300, which is very, very much unachievable in medicine. So yeah, you can also join medicine. I am teaching class 9 and 10, and you have to tell me your aspirations and the fact that you want to be at the zenith, because if you are ready to lead the change, then I am your coach. But yeah, do not give me substandard or mediocre or average goals, which will really not work out between you and me. Because if you want something like that, then I suggest that you sit at home or sit wherever you want to, and manage on your own. I am not taking people who do not have the zeal to be at the zenith. Also, the factor that you can, after your ninth and 10th, you can aim for the top notch engineering institutes, which is like DY Patil, Vidyapith. As I said, it is the world's most, I can assure you, the most difficult entrance examination, and I have had a score of 54th. So you can see that my IQ level, my madness, and my craziness when it comes to achieving goals or targets or what I want in life. It's called wild courage. And if you have that wild courage, then join my classes. You can aim for general streams as well. For example, science, BSc, MSc, going for MSc, because engineering is not the only field that you can aim for. So yeah, and also you can aim for top-notch universities for your commerce, your ecostat, for studying English. You can aim for Lady Shriram College, Delhi. Then you can aim for Jawaharlal Nehru University, Delhi. Of course, the best, which competes with no other university, it is Mount Carmel College, but they don't have engineering. I don't think, yeah, they don't have engineering. So if it's general stream, you can get into Mount Carmel College. Now, but yeah, they do take exceptional people, and they really don't care about who your father is, what your background is, where you come from. It's what you have got. Don't tell me who your father is or who your mother is. Tell me who you are. And if I think that you matter, you are in, or else you're out. That is how Mount Carmel talks about itself, or that is how you are selected or you get into Mount Carmel. Don't tell me what's your father's bank balance. Tell me what you have got. Tell me what you know. And if I think that you can make a difference, then you're in. Or otherwise, it is an organization which has kicked out Deepika Padukone, the Bollywood actress. Then you have Anushka Sharma, the Bollywood actress, and Virat Kohli, the Indian cricketer's wife. So, yeah, it really doesn't give a fuck about what celebrities take your, and there will be no other Mount Carmel. So, I would say to people, only to Carmelites to practice the ideologies of Mount Carmel, and no other outsiders to practice the ideologies of Mount Carmel. Because tell me what you have got. Don't tell me about myself. I know who I am, where I am from. Tell me where you are from. Okay, and also, so this is what is you can aim for. I'm from Mount Carmel. I'm a topper from Mount Carmel, top 10 from Mount Carmel. And then, of course, I have said that I have been a topper in the Eastern Zone. So, yeah, worldwide, I'm a topper in the East, I'm a topper in the West, and also North. So, yeah, that's how things have functioned. And I'm sure that you will be the next generation leader sitting beside Sundar Pichai or Bezo or Andy JC and me and yeah, and I have a many like I have several other name in my mind. Genetics, there's a very big debate regarding that. Oh, genetics is everything. Of course, genetics is everything, but you're a human body, you tend to fall tired, and teachers or coaches are the ones who boost your sexuality, your vision, your intelligence, your excellence at your worst. When you are most tired, they do not let you make mistakes. I have not received any support. Like not received any support means I did not take any this thing. I have always functioned on my genes. I have done it on my own. Always on my own. And but I sometimes did feel that maybe when I was growing up, I if I did have somebody to talk to, or somebody to ask, or somebody, a coach whom I could turn to, maybe my journey would have been much more pleasant, or much more easier, or smoother and relaxed. And I would have enjoyed my life. It's not that I haven't enjoyed my life, it's just that I missed out a huge chunk of my childhood. But that doesn't mean that I'm opening up myself up to judgment, that oh, she's very childish because she does not did not have a childhood. No, 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 that is my genetics. And of course, it's people whom I engage with, who I am engaged to, or my partner. It is my success, my looks, everything. It is because of my choices. So yeah, I try to be the person whom I needed when I was younger. Your coach, your mentor, that is somebody I will be, wherein you can have a work life balance. And also, I did get coaches like that. I did get it in engineering. During my engineering, Dr. Dhanashekaran Shanmugam, who it was military training, of course. And yeah, there were a lot of times when his training and his military Hitler perspective, or Hitler training, Hitlerish training, if that makes a word. Yes, of course it does. Did not let me make any mistakes in my real, in my life, or didn't let me fall asleep. So, yeah, teachers are those people who give you validation that this person is exceptional. And if you top your boards, or or from institutes, then nobody can defeat you. So it's not that you cannot succeed with a college degree, but if you can do it like relaxed, then why take up unnecessary struggle? If you can do it peacefully, why choose war? No fighting. I am a person who doesn't fight. I don't believe in fighting. And yeah, I'm a woman with utmost pride, integrity, and honor. And whatever I am, it is because of my teachers. It is because of myself first, and because of my coaches who believed in my belief, who believed in a girl who does not give up until she succeeds. And I'm sure there are people out there who are like me, who are cranky and crazy. And when people call you crazy, say that it's okay. It's better than not doing anything or sitting lame. It's better than not doing nothing. Okay, so don't mind losers, don't mind criticism, don't let it get to your heart. Okay, so that was a motivational thing. I think I'm going to get good number of students, and I think it will be an amazing, adventurous journey ahead. Okay, so don't exist, live your life, and in order to live, you need to succeed. There is no other option. It's a do or fucking die. Okay, so yeah. Um, There will be the link of Google Classroom. I will prefer the candidate to click on it. Go fight with your parents. Tell them that you are the boss, not them, and click on the link and join the class. Thank you so much.